As I look into the mirror, I see a reflection of an image of a beautiful woman who has been faced with many trials, tribulations, obstacles, adversities, and challenges. But I am determined that I will never give up. The purpose of this speech is to let you know that life can bring about many different challenges, adversities, and obstacles can get in your way. But I want you to know that you should never give up. Wow, I was looking and I was faced with many different things that happened in my life. I felt like I was on a roller coaster ride, tossing and turning, flipping and going upside down. But I remember that I would never give up. I believe that you should never give up, regardless of what challenges, obstacles, or adversity that you may face throughout your life. First, I want you to know, never give up. When you're faced with challenges, when you're faced with obstacles, when you're faced with adversities, look them in the face and remind yourself that you will never give up. I want you to know that you will never give up with life issues because you have goals that you set and you have a purpose in life. Giving up is not an option, so don't give up. It means wherever you find yourself in life, regardless of what you've done, even when you're faced with the worst adversity in your life, do not give up. Sometimes life can bring you to different channels and ways that you see that your back is against a wall. But remind yourself, you have set goals that you will never give up. Turn to those goals, look at those goals, and remind yourself. Personally, I've been faced with many challenges, many obstacles, many adversities. Like 2 years ago, my oldest son, he had just graduated from college, was getting ready to get his dream job, and I asked him, just take a month off to get rest before you start working. And lo and behold, he decides to jump a fence, and the fence collapsed, and he broke his arms, his elbows, both of them, and he chipped his teeth. And on top of that, my husband was sick, gravely ill at the time. Wow, I was faced with my back against the wall, and something wanted me to give up, but I knew if I gave up, they would give up too. So I said I could not give up. According to the scripture in Philippians 4:13, I recited it to my son every day, letting him know that he can do all things through Christ, which strengthens him, and that he will never give up. Just like President Barack Obama, if he had given up, he would not have conquered to be the first African American president of the United States of America. He was faced with many obstacles, many challenges, many adversities. In his book, he writes about audacity for hope. He had a hope that he would never give up if he just continued to persevere and not give up. So in life, you are faced, and with my son, and after 2 years of intense therapy and rehabilitation, he is back on the right path. He had graduated with honors in computer science and software engineering with 2 degrees. And now he does have his dream job because he was determined not to give up. It would have been easy for him to throw in the towel and just say, I quit, because it was intense therapy that he had to endure. But he didn't give up. I want you to say this, that remember, you have to continue to fight. Fight like it's your last thing that you have to do. Never give up, because you will always be faced with some type of adversity, but never give up. And also, Dr. O'Brien, his surgeon, said he had the worst injuries that he had seen in 38 years of practice, and he was very encouraged to see how impeccable he was to never give up and to recover in 2 years. Furthermore, I want you to stay focused and remember the goals that you set regardless of what life brings you. In life, when the issues of life change, the direction you are going in, don't give up. Just continue to persevere and press forward. Just like according to Tom Rath and Barry Conchie stated, sometimes others need your energy to move them from the fear to action. And that's what my son needed, my energy for me to always be there and encourage him daily to not give up. So by setting goals and assured that you can do anything regardless of the changes along the way, as long as you implement them and see the goals that you've established for yourself. Lastly, I want you to say this. Sometimes you might feel like you're on a roller coaster ride, but don't forget, the roller coaster is going to come up, it's going to come down, and it is a stopping point at the end if you never give up. Well, if you are thinking about giving up, I want to remind you of this. Stay true to your goals. Do not get distracted for the plans that God has for your life. You have a purpose. Leave a lasting impression. Know your worth. Never stop believing in yourself. Encourage yourself. Empower yourself. Be resilient. Invest in yourself. And remember, never give up. Never give up.